Hi everyone. So I've been asked to do a makeup tutorial on like just a basic look day to day. So I just want to kind of show you how I would do my day to day look. It's not necessarily the quickest, but if it's like meal out, go to friends, barbecue, it's still glam, but it's all about like skin. So I'm going to show you how I do mine, and hopefully you'll pick some tricks up. So I'm going to start with my brows. Now I always find I like to swap and change. I don't always do a full cut brow. I've got some on at the minute because I've just whacked the marble brow on for the day because I never wear makeup, but usually I would go heavier on a brow, the more natural look that you do. So I use the LA Brow Dip Promise, get Superdrug or online, Beauty Bay, and that sell it, it's dead cheap. And then I would use a PC09 brush from Peaches and Cream. It's an angle, and then it's got the brush on the other end. Just go in, obviously give your brows a brush out. Like I said, I have got some powder on at the minute, but I am just going to go over that. Now usually when I do my brows, I'd use another little mirror so I can get in close. Get the product on the back of your hand, work it in and heat it up. Makes it a lot easier to work with, and it's really smooth. It will also not dry up as much because on the back of your hand it'll keep it warm. So I would then start with your brow. Not too much product on, just literally the brush is coated. And literally start from under your brow and work a line right across to a point. Then if you want to ombre your brows, bring it in a little bit more and just go up, feathering, so that'll just give it like an ombre look. Then I would then go on the top of the brow, like as if you're making two outlines. Take it right across. Not everyone has the bow at the top, so if you want to create that, just take it up and then bringing it back down. Doesn't matter if you mess it up or it's a little bit messy because you're going to go back in and cut it out anyway. You might need a bit more product. Then go in, fill all that in the middle. I have a ball patch on this brow. Again, your brows can take a little bit longer than like anything else. Brows and eyes, I always take ages. Some people do it really quick, but I like to take my time. Most people that get the makeup done with me will know that I spend ages on eyes, probably like 40 minutes on brows and eyes, just because I think they're the main part, and then obviously your skin. But I'll show you how to cheat all that. So again, going under the brow, you're going to carve that, create the shape underneath, taking it slowly down. Again, I've got a ball patch, I don't know where that's come from, on both brows. Take the top and take that up. And I like to fill that in and then drag it down. Again, doesn't need to be dead neat because you will be cutting it out when you go to do the skin. Take that, fill all that in the middle, and then feather it up like that. I like my brows quite full. People might not necessarily like them that full. I always ask a client how they like the brows. Most people that come with me do like full on glam, but not everyone does. So you can use the marble brown, which is this one from Sally's. Has loads of different shades in it. Comes with a dead good little precise brush. What I do if you can't be bothered doing your brows like this, I'll wet that brush and use it, and you can still get a precise line doing brows with it that way. So my brows might look a bit messy like up close, but like I said, we're going to cut them in. So now we'll cut the brows in and make your base for your eyeshadow. If you want to put eyeshadow on, if you don't have to, but it just obviously gives you that neater cutting brow effect. Some people aren't doing cutting brows anymore. Some people have got the brows laminated. Mine aren't long enough to do it. If you've got laminated brows, you can just take it a line underneath there, flick all your brows up. You can actually use like hair gel, flick them all up, and then just take the brush and feather up off your line, and that'll give you a more natural laminated brow look. So moving on to the lid of your eye and to cut your brows in. So I use the Zoeva 144 brush. It's flat and it has a good flat edge on it. I also have a matte one as well, but it's not as flexible, so I don't find it as easy to cut in. It hasn't got a number on, but it's like that. So some people like to use the P. Louise bases for cutting in. If I'm doing a more dramatic look, then I'll use these. You can buy them in sets of 3 on the P. Louise website, or you can buy them individually on different shades. I'm quite tanned at the minute, so I think I'll be a bit light to use that. So I just use, which foundation I like to use, the Maybelline. It's in Sun Beige, the Superstay 24-hour full coverage. I used to use MAC Studio Fix at like 26 quid a bottle or something. This is like a tenner. I think I'm sure you can get 3 for 20 quid sometimes in Superdrug. Literally half the price, and I just prefer it. A lot of people, when I do the makeup, they're quite surprised on the coverage that they get from it because they're so used to like using MAC or an expensive one, but you literally don't need it. Also, I haven't got anything on my face. My face is dead oily at the minute, so I haven't got anything on. Usually I've actually run out of it. I'll use MAC Strobe Cream. It gives you like a really highlighted nice look. So once you've done your brows, I would then put that on your face. So you can put it on face, whichever. If you've got oily skin though, I wouldn't advise it because it is quite greasy. You can just put it on your cheekbones if you want. So again, going in with my brows, I'd have a little mirror. Get the product again on the back of your hand, work it in like that so it's flat. You need the brush as flat as you can, no strays, so you can then cut your brows in, and then you'll go on to do the base. So you're going to take it again as if you're just cutting it out, carving them brows underneath, and it'll take the excess if you might have messed up a little bit, so you can come right in. If your brows are uneven as well, it's a really good way to cheat doing this because it will cover them up. And just dragging it down to give you that sharper edge. Taking some more product, I would then now go all over the lid. If you're doing this and you're not going to put much eyeshadow on, I'd recommend like a concealer. Go about 2 shades lighter than your face, but I'm quite tanned at the minute, so it looks quite light. This is actually a dark sun beige. So if you go down, just keep dragging it right down. Now this is a matte foundation, so if you are going to use eyeshadow, it'll dry matte, so you don't need to go in with too much powder or set it before you do moving on with your eyeshadow. So I'm just going to do again the same on the other eye. Again, just work your, I always use the back of my hands. A lot of people might use a palette or don't know, but it works best on this because your hands are always warm. Well, mine are. and you can just work it in again, getting your brush as flat as you can. When you do it, always look down on the mirror so you can get a better angle. You're cutting that on under, right under, dragging it down again, and then just paste it all over your lid. Bring it right into the corners. If we do like an inner eye shadow, it'll sit nice on that. Fill the gaps in. Always angling your brush so you're cutting the corners. Think of it as if you're carving it out. Make sure your whole of your eyelid's covered in the inner corner. I even then go underneath. And just blend these edges out, just so you're not going to get a heavy line under your makeup. So you can even use your beauty blender then if you want. I always find with beauty blenders, the Real Techniques one with that flat edge is the best. Always use it damp. Now what I do, I use, this is just a sleek life proof matte finishing spray, but if you spray your sponge, soak it so it's wet, and use it then, it'll be the perfect dampness, and just blend them corners in. So then now you can see they don't look even in the middle, so I'm just going to go back in with my brush and just kind of feather that out or blend it in. Don't worry too much, because at the end you're going to put your foundation on anyway, so you can cut back in the top of your brows in the middle with your foundation at the end. So just for this look, I am going to just put a neutral easy eye on. Now I'm going to use the Revolution palette, this one, again really cheap, you can get them in Superdrug or in Beauty Bay. It's got nice shades in it. I'm going to use Flame, which is like quite a nice orangey peachy colour. I'm just going to blend that in your crease. Now I've got quite a hooded eye, so if you've got hooded eyes, I'll show you the best way of doing it. My favourite crease brushes are the
Spotify makes a playlist every week.
Google turn off.
Every Monday you get a fresh playlist of 30 songs based on
a Mac 217.
It's called Discover Weekly.
It's dead fluffy on the end, but it's quite narrow. If you've not got a lot of hood like me, a lot of lid, and you've got more of a hooded eye, a trick I learned is press your brush so it's flat. Take your product, always tap the excess off, squeeze your brush. I always use mirrors as well as a big one, just so I can get in close. When you're doing it on yourself, it's totally different. Now, if you've got a hooded eye like me, if you look down, you can kind of see the shadow like that. Or sometimes I even pull my brow and look down like that. And then just take the product in a circular light movement and blend it in your crease. Round and round. Now you'll probably look and think, oh, I've hardly got anything on. Well, to build your product up, depending how pigmented your eyeshadows are, you're going to need to keep going in. So again, you can pull your eye. Now, a lot of people are kind of bringing their eyes right out. I've got eyes quite close together. so you can kind of bring it out. It'll give you that sense of a wider eye. If you've got too wide eyes and you want to bring your eyes in, just do more of a circular on that. So going in on the other side again, you can pull your eye up, round. Probably going to need to go in like 2 or 3 times for this. It's quite a nice peachy. It's called Flame, this one. So again, just keep building the product up until you're happy with it. Hold your brush at the end, not there, because it will be a harsher movement. So hold your brush at the end and just literally lightly get it in the crease. Don't worry if you like go over or too much, because all you need to do then, get another brush and then you will take that to the edge of where you've gone in there and just blend that out. I'm just going to go in a little bit more on this side. I don't have very big eyes, but some people have like really good eyes to work with on the face. So you can blend it right up into the corners. So Osmo gives it that swoop down. Again, just keep going in and blending them edges and dragging it out. Once you're happy and you've got that blend at the top, you might want to go in with a darker colour in the crease, but just for this day look, I'm just going to leave it. So now you might want to put something on the lid. So again, in this palette, there's loads of nice colours. Usually your palettes will run in sequence as well. So like they would recommend like all these together. But just go with it, whatever you feel like. Obviously with this, I think a nice kind of like rosy gold on the lid. So you don't have to take it all over your lid, you can just create like a bit of a spotlight and just literally do it just in the very centre of your lid, taking it up. And the same again on the other side. This is Extinguish, it's like a rosy bronze gold colour. Take that up. When you put your eye makeup on as well, you might be looking at it thinking, oh, it looks rubbish. But I promise you, when you get your foundation on, you'll notice a massive difference. And sometimes just something dead simple can just, once you get your skin on, it looks totally different. So when you think you don't look right or it doesn't look enough, keep going. Or put your foundation on, because then it'll just make it pop. So I use that then. This is actually a lipsy brush. I got a set of lipsy brushes, I think my mum got them for Christmas. And it was like I don't even know what set. I think it was from Next. And we got this. It's like a flat one. It's really good for like doing cut crease. But I always use that for my lid. So as you can see, I've just got that little pop colour in the middle of your eyes. Doesn't really look anything at the minute, so just keep going. Promise you it'll work out. So again, because it's just a day look, I'm gonna just put mascara, and then we'll put some lashes on. In terms of mascara, I don't really, mascara's mascara to me. It's literally, I hardly use it anyway now. So pop your mascara on. I just had my lashes taken off, so my eyelashes are flat. You don't need too much on. It's just to literally cover over just where you put that eyeshadow. Right, lashes. Personally, I always use tatty lashes on clients, just because well, there's a massive range, huge range on tatty. Also, Chloe, her lashes, they're amazing as well. Coco Cosmetics. Chloe Walsh does her own range. I always get them if I go away for my makeup. Just can't bother doing my own. But today these are TL9. They're just a wispy, nice wispy lash, perfect for the day. There's so many different day ones and different ranges that you can get on there. So you always need to measure your lash. I am crap at putting lashes on, and I haven't put lashes on since I've had my own lashes taken off, so I don't know. It's probably going to be easier. But glue, I've got this new, it's the Duo, it's a black one. But you just got to be careful with it because it can be a bit messy if you put too much on. But when you order off Tatty, you can add the glues for like a couple of quid. Loads of them. I'm sure you get like 10. So they're really good. The trick with your lashes, pop the glue on and then put it down and leave it. It needs to be tacky before you put it on. You'll get a better, it'll go on a lot easier than that if you just whack the glue on and put it straight on. Plus this is quite messy because it's black glue. So just put your lash glue right along the strip. Usually you would measure your lashes, but I know if I just chop the ends off Tatty that they'll go on. Even though I look like I've got small eyes, for some reason they fit. People's eyes are totally deceiving. Like you might think, oh, I've got really small eyes, and then you put a full lash on and you don't need to cut it down. Right, so always remember which way your lashes go as well. Obviously the shorter the feather on the inside and the longer wispier bit on the out. Now, with lashes as well, when you're putting them on, sometimes it's easier, people do it with tweezers. But I have to use, I'll get really up close to another mirror, so I am just gonna pop it on. Okay. So just lay it on the middle. This is why I have to go up close. Pressing both edges. What I do sometimes as well, I have to get like a little applicator or anything just to pop the middle bit in. I think it's because I've got massive man hands. I can't get my finger in there. So once you're happy and you've got your lash, press it. And again, the other side. I think it's easier on this side for me, I don't know why. It's harder putting them on yourself. Again, if you need to, just get a little applicator, push it down. Nothing worse then a flappy lash. Where's my glue? So sometimes you just need to pop a bit more glue on. With tatty as well, the lashes, they have quite a nice band on them. So you don't always need to do like an eyeliner wing. It kind of does it for you. Some people don't like them because they've got a thick band, but I don't think they have. So once you're happy, you've got your lashes on. Again, you might think my eyes don't really look anything, but watch. So skin, this is my favourite bit. Make sure your beauty blender is wet, well damp, not wet, damp. If you've got it, finishing spray, set it in. This is a matte, sleek, life-proof mattifying fixing mist, cheap. Spray that on. But what I do, when I literally say slap it on, slap it on. So I use a Peaches and Cream foundation brush. Again, on the back of your hand, get your foundation. Right, I don't even know what colour I am, so this is, again, the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour Stay. Just as good, if not better, I think, than Studio Fix. Some people like to use Estee Lauder. Absolutely not for me. You've got about 30 seconds to work it into your face because it's just so cloggy. And I think it gives you like a funny colour. You can't blend it, you can't work with it. It's literally. So if you want to put your Illuminous, anything that you use normally, like I say, the Strobe Cream by MAC is really good. But I've actually run out. My face is dead greasy and spotty at the minute, so I'm not using anything. So with your foundation, I'm usually sun beige, but I'm pretty tanned at the minute. So I might have to take this dark one and mix that in. So put a good amount on the back of your hand, like that. I am going to have to mix a bit of this in, I think. It's usually what I'd use for bodybuilding shows, that colour. Stupidly dark. So on the back of your hand, mix your product. Now, I'm probably going to need some more, but slap it, literally. Get your brush. Now, I love this brush because once you get the product on it, it goes flat, so you can then take your brow and cut your brow in. I'll see if this is the right shade. Yeah, right, so this will be the right shade. Now, you always need to match to your neck. I've got quite a lot of redness in my skin.
Every week, just for you. Every Monday,
but
you get a fresh playlist
this seems to just work. I don't know if it's got a lot of warmth in, but right, so literally take your brush,
you can play it right now. But remember,
press it down,
the playlist changes every week. So when you hear something that pricks up your ears,
go light around there
to easily find it again.
You need to bring it down your neck. Can you see how that blends in? Right, so keep putting it on. Literally, this is what I do. Even on clients, I'll tell you. Under your eye. Put it in the corners. And then blend it through your nose. And again on that side. My face is sucking it up. So, like I say, you probably need quite a lot on the back of your hand for this. Literally, slap it on. A lot of people when I do the makeup, they say, "Oh my god, how have you got my skin like that?" This is why. Under your eye. Some people don't go under their eye with foundation, but I think it's like a double layer. So any bags, dark circles, anything like that. Something people forget to do, which is I absolutely hate. Your nose always getting their creases in there. See, if you use an Estee Lauder now, this would be dry, so you won't be able to work it in your skin. With your head, take it. My head's so brown on top. Right, the middle bit, turn your brush, and just do that. Again, don't worry if you mess it up. Or knock your brow because you can go back in. Now, top of your brows, like we did with the underneath, cutting that in. Round, literally slap it on. With the top, literally I just get my finger once it's near the top and I blend it in like that. You can end up with makeup all in your hair, and if you've got like bleach blonde hair, you know you don't want that. So again, angle your brush, cutting it down, and blend your hairline. Right. Get your beauty blender, and with the product on your hand, take the rest of your product. And literally, with the flat edge, you're just gonna literally pat all over where you've applied it. If you're wearing your hair up, always make sure you blend right back, nothing worse than lines. Again, your ears, you don't have to take it right on your ear, but if you're wearing your hair up, you can do. So now, you can start to see your eyes coming alive. Lash not playing today. Again, all around your head. This is the reason I like this beauty blender, because it's got the flat edge and you can literally blend right around. I'm gonna have to put a bit more glue on that lash, it's not playing. So you can always see. The key is you've got to get this wet, damp. You can't use it because it will soak your product off your face into the sponge, and you want to do the opposite. Work it right in. So once you're happy, I'm just going to do this. Once you're happy with that and all your foundation, you've got no lines, no patches, no blotches, it's all even. Then, sorry, I'm just going to fix this lash. I've only used this glue a couple of times, you don't have to like it. Normal duo is good, but so now, if you're going to do anything under your eye, do it now. Because if you get any drop down, we can deal with that when we do the concealer highlighting underneath. So, sometimes, and a lot of people aren't putting anything under their eyes anymore. You can just go in with an eyeliner, glue on there. Or some people don't like a harsher look with an eyeliner. So if you get like This is my favourite brush for using underneath. It's a PC31. Again, a peaches and cream. It's got a really little stubby feathered end on it. So I just choose the palette. If you're using that one, you can always just go in with a lighter shade, or you can just use the same colour. I quite like that flame. So patch your product so you've got less drop down. And if you want to just kind of join it, you can just take it under the eye as well. Sometimes, you know, some people don't suit a lot of under eye makeup, and not a lot of people like it either. But I look like my eyes are drooping down if I have too much under eye makeup. So you're taking that and just literally dead softly taking it out. Now you can go back in with your MAC brush again, the one that we put the top eyelid on with. If you want, just bring it out. Again, this is like a big thing at the minute. Emma Mitchell does it, Style by Abrahams. They've kind of invented this pulled back look. So if you want to just have a go, it's dead easy. Just literally just take your brush, bring it out. Once you've done that, you could then go in, put eyeliner on the inside of your eye, but I'm not going to. I think I've got enough. So mascara underneath. I just literally pat my mascara like this. The fine one. This is just Collection 2000 from Superdrug. It's got really thin brush strokes. Right, so highlight underneath the eye. So I'll just see if I can see it. In a minute, see how your skin's like smooth already. So now we're going to create the highlight underneath. I've got the new concealer by L'Oreal. Where's it gone? Oh, that's a silk one. I don't always use concealer. Oh, there it is. The new infallible L'Oreal one. It's a bit light, that, for me. I'm trying it. Yeah, it's white, too light for me. So what I do, just put a dot there in case it things like that, is you can just go back in with a foundation. So whatever foundation you've used, like I have obviously a kit, so I've got different shades. But say for instance like Sand in the Maybelline one. So again, put it on the back of your hand. Now, I like to use a small beauty blender for this one. It's got literally the little tiny tips you can get right underneath. If you want to put your concealer under your eye with a brush, there's a really cute peaches and cream one. PC18. These sets of brushes, you can get a massive set of them for like 50 quid. I've got loads of peaches brushes, they're amazing. Amazing. You don't need to spend loads of money on your brushes. But peaches, you just can't go wrong. You can get absolutely loads of different ones. There's massive sets for like a full kit. So get your product on the back of your hand and then just kind of stroke it underneath your eye. but shaping out your jawbone. You don't have to go this light. You can darken it, but all your highlighted places where you want to go, just kind of pat it on. Now they say with concealer, when you've put it on, leave it for a few seconds because it'll dry, it'll thicken, and it'll be easier to work with. So again, using your beauty blender, take the excess off your hand, and then you can just blend right underneath. Pat, pat, pat. And this will basically highlight under your eye. Not everyone likes to be too light under their eye. So they say use 2 shades lighter, but you can see already it brings your eyes to light, makes your eyeshadow pop, carves your cheekbone. Just keep blending, but also it gets rid of like any bags. If you're working on an older client or you might not necessarily like it, you've got wrinkles under your eyes, that's going to enhance it, so you wouldn't really go as heavy on that. So once you're happy with that blend, make sure you haven't got a line. Once you're happy with that, let it set. Now you might want to go back in with your eyeshadow brush, your orange, just neaten that up. Now that you've matte foundations on, your eyes will be a lot more clearer, so you might want to blend the outer edges. Bloody lash. Not playing. So now I would use, so I feel like I've got quite close eyes together, so putting some highlight in the middle is going to widen your eyes. Anything highlighted will basically stand out, anything darker will pull it in, so when we contour you'll see that's when it pulls your cheeks in. I'm using the Halo pigment by Peaches. It's got like a little cowboy on it. It's that range that they did. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but there's loads of different goldy ones. So take a small inner corner brush, again out of my Peaches set. You can use, it's PC22, just a little fluffy end one. Now with pigments, when you're doing this, because you get so much drop down off them, like look at all the product on there, get the palm of your hand, because it should be warm as well, and just work it in like that. Now off that little tiny bit you will get absolutely loads to work with, so you get loads of wasted pigment. Just literally in the corners, it's going to literally make your eyes pop. Now some people as well might want to take it, just put a little bit on your brow bone. Give it a really nice golden look. Just blend it like that. And if you need to, I always go back in with my orange again and just blend it up. So when you're happy with that.
Thanks for listening to Spotify. No, really. You could have listened to the radio.
I then go in with banana powder. This is the Ben Nye luxury one. It's quite expensive. There's loads of cheaper ones. I've had this literally ages.
What an 8-track tape looked like. But you listen to Spotify.
So again,
and you still have
with your beauty blender,
playlists to enjoy.
get some on the back of your hand. pick it up. Sorry, the sun's shining through now. Pick it up, and what I do is literally work it up your cheekbone like that, on that side, and then leave it. Again, you can do it like down your nose, your highlighted areas, your chin, your cheekbones. You can do above your brows, but I'll show you that. So once you've just pulled that on, leave it to dry. So next you're going to do your contour. Now that that banana powder's been on your face for a few seconds, just get a brush, like this is again Peach's PC15, it'll be in one of the sets. It's got like a rounded thing on it, and just literally dead softly brush it away. Now again, people might not like to look as light highlighted. Once you've got rid of all them lines and the marks and you're happy, you can then go on to the favourite bit. This is where your face comes alive. So your contouring. Now because I'm dark, I use Deepest Dark by MAC. It is dark. You can get Give Me Sun, which is a shade below, which is pretty good. But if you've got someone with really, really light skin, you would have to go even lighter than that. So with this, you need an angled brush. So this was a MAC one, it's my Old Faithful out of the set. What you're going to do, again, holding it at the edge, to get your product, don't be scared with it. And then where you can see your cheekbone, you're going to like almost carve it out. So you're going to take it up and push it in to your cheekbone. You can see already it's starting to pop. Now what I do, I bring it right down to my mouth. If you want to thin your face out, if you've got hamsterish cheeks like I do sometimes, literally just keep working it like that. And again on the other side, change the way you hold your brush. It's almost like you're lifting, pushing the product up into your jawbone. And again, the most common mistake, people just don't blend enough. Now, some people would think this was like a nighttime makeup. You wouldn't have to do all your eyes if you were just today. But it's quite a nice, just bit of a glam day look to do. Obviously, you wouldn't need to do all your eyes and stuff if you were just, you could just do your brows and foundation and skin. So it would literally take you like 20 minutes. So now, I've got massive forehead, so what I do is, you want to give it an illusion, like makeup is literally like an illusion, so you can make things look smaller, or you can make them look bigger. Literally, I always go in with our bronzer, hair back or hair down, I always make my head, forehead look smaller. Bring it down the sides of your temples as well, and it should be joining there. So once you've finished with that, I then use my secret weapon. This is Sweet as Cocoa by MAC. It's one of the nicest, oh, feels so out. One of the nicest blushes that you can get. That was, I just popped it in, that's why it's fell out. for an extra deep contour. Literally just with this, just take it just in that cheekbone. And honestly, look at that, it like totally changes it, deepens it in there. I used to use the Anastasia palette for this, but it goes a bit murky, funny colour. See? So then, again, I don't like my nose, so I'll contour my nose every single time. So if you want to get, this is a MAC 224, it's just a long, fluffy brush. Take your bronzer again, and then literally connecting it to your eyebrow and dragging it down. I don't know what my hand is doing. And then when you get to the tip, it's the tip I don't like. Cut it in. If you've got a long nose, a really pointed one, take the tip off, so you'll put it on the ends, and you'd never put highlighter on the tip of someone's nose if they didn't like it, if it was big, because that will make it look bigger. So if you could make sure you're blending all that out there. Now is the highlighting part. My favourite is the Sub-Zero by Be Perfect, but it's a Mitchell's palette. Now, some people like to use, that's a MAC PCO3 for highlighting on your cheeks. I personally prefer a fan brush. This is a Unicorn Cosmetics one, just because it gives you literally like the best blend for a highlight. Worst mistake is when people draw the line and it'll just go and it looks horrendous. So Lifestyle, I use like a gold one. This is just going with the oranges and the golds, and you're gonna literally sit it on top of your cheekbone and fan it. Now, you might think you've not got a lot on, but believe me, that pigmented, you will have a lot on. Again, on the other side, just so lightly, just bringing it down, fanning it. Now, I also like to take it above my eyebrows, literally just the tiniest little bit. Some people like to take it in the middle of the forehead, gives you like a real dewy glow. Some people don't like it because it can make you a little bit sweaty, but I always, more shine the better for me. So now you can see that that's all starting to take shape. With your nose, you want to make your nose look thinner even. Go back in with a fluffy brush. This is just PC30 Peaches and Cream. Get your highlighter, literally pull it down. Put it down your nose. To make your nose tip look thinner, just literally pat it on the end. Sometimes, if it's a bit too shiny, just go back in with your beauty blender and just pat it down. If you want to define your tip even more, I'll go back in with Sweet as Cocoa. That's my, oh. And just literally dead glowing. Right, so once you're happy with that, you've done eyes, highlight, everything's done, then you can go in with your lips. Now, I got a new lip gloss, but I'm gonna try it. It's literally, I never wear colour on my lips, ever, but it's looks so good. Where's it gone? It's the new Shattered Glass Sleek, and it's like a dark brown bronze. But first, I'm gonna line my lips. The best lip liner, and for nude lip, dark brown lip, anything like that, is Punchline by Peaches and Cream. It's the easiest, softest, nicest colour ever. But with your lips, I need to do what I do with my eyes. I need to go in up close. Now, some people don't like to overline the lips, but I do. So literally, follow your line. It's like a dark brown fudge. Like so. I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I have actually got dry lip, so it's not. It's not sticking the best, I've got dry lip. If you didn't want a colour, it's a bit, I don't know. I don't think it's sitting right because I've got dry lips. If you can see, don't look right. So I'm just going to take it off. It feels like matte. It would be quite nice if you had... Sorry, the sun's shining through now, so I've got rouge light. If you need to take your lipstick off, just a trick. Let it dry. And then you'll have to go back over with Beauty Blend so you've got a base on of your foundation. Just so you've got a bit of base. It'll make your lipstick last a while longer. So I'm just going to go back in with the Peaches lip liner.
Thanks for listening to Spotify. No, really. You could have listened to the radio.
Perfect.
You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape.
Line your
You
lips.
could have listened to an 8-track tape, if you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you listened to Spotify. Thanks for that. And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
And then my favourite ever lip gloss is again Peaches and Cream Honey. Now, obviously if you're putting it on yourself, move back because the sun. if you've got a small lip brush, you can go in with that. I love a nude lip. I always wear nude and don't really wear colour. Can't see that sun, sorry. Just blend it in like that. And as you can see, I don't know if the light's really good there, you've got a really glowy skin. Like I said, you don't have to do your eyes. You can literally just do skin, different lights. So if you can see, natural light, dead glowy. So this could be night look for some people, remove the eyes, could be a day look, but your skin, honestly, with them highlighters, you couldn't see before, but now with the eyes as well, you can see how much it pops. So when you think you've not got enough eyeshadow on, just keep going, because you need to go back in at least 3-4 times to get a good eyeshadow blend. But yeah, skin for me is everything. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what other looks you want and I can try and help you do your own makeups. Stay safe.